Hello, I am Dr. Gismondi, and I would like to welcome you to our virtual Scholastic Honors Night. Tonight, we are honoring the members of the class of 2020 who have maintained a weighted grade point average of 92 or higher, are in the top 10% of our graduating class, or are receiving academic excellence awards for each department. 3 months ago, we certainly never planned on doing an awards ceremony virtually, but a lot has changed over the past few months. Our lives have changed considerably. Our resolve has been challenged. The way we live, learn, work, interact with each other looks different. March 13th really changed for everyone. Our musicals, spring sports, seasons, clubs, trips, and many of the end of the year activities have been canceled. I am sure that you feel the sense of loss and grieving over your losses, because I know I have. But I do know this, we still have a lot to celebrate, and today is going to be our first of the many celebrations over the next week. Our students have worked hard over the past 4 years. They have earned all of their recognitions, and they deserve for us to celebrate all of their accomplishments. Personally, I'm extremely honored to have the opportunity to recognize members of the class of 2020 for their academic achievements. Students, reflect on what it took for you to earn these recognitions. While it was certainly your hard work and scholarship that ultimately led to you being recognized, you didn't get here alone. Your parents and loved ones supported you along the way, and your teachers and counselors throughout your entire academic careers. They provided you with the skills, knowledge, and motivation to succeed. You have been given the chance for an excellent education and have taken advantage of that opportunity. You are being recognized for doing your best. So on behalf of Mr. Clark, Mrs. Clark, Mr. Morrell, Mr. Camerata, and the entire faculty and staff at West Everett High School, I would like to offer my personal congratulations to each of you. To start off the evening, I would like to welcome Mrs. Clark to present our first awards of the evening.
It is my distinct pleasure to present each student in this academic achievement category who has a weighted cumulative grade point average of a 92 or better and had no marking period failures in their entire high school career. These students will receive a certificate of achievement. Congratulations for this amazing accomplishment. Bassie Abbott, Jacqueline Accardi, Noemi Alston, Markayla Anderson, Haley Axelrod, Giovanni Badalamenti, Brooke Bailey, Audrey Bathurst, Noelle Beasley, Madeline Beecroft, Jillian Bergen, Rihanna Biddle, Barry Black, Jillian Blades, Hannah Bonaventure, Allie Bradley, Mackenzie Bria, Stephen Brittingham, Anaya Brown, Brooklyn Castellano, Christopher Chairs, Benjamin Chen, Jordan Connolly, Taylor Contarino, Madison Cortez, Carter Cranmer, Henry Damon, Sean Denny, Jackson Downing, Haley Drager, Liana Egrisitz, Joseph Esposito, Jenica Everly, Connor Fair, Zoe Geekus, Jessica Gindel, Gavin Gismondi, Zachary Grashinya, Sarah Jo Hess, Alexis Hill, Grace Holvinger, Sarah Hunley, Mackenzie Jupin, Aiden Cates, Liza Laxton, Jordan Lindsay, Liam Livewell, Rebecca Lloyd, Isabella Luciano, Adam Marafa, Samantha Mason, Kayla Mazoka, Oliver McCade, Caitlin McCormick, Kyle McCormick, Shane McDonald, Mackenzie McKinney, Xaviel Mestres, Cassidy Monahan, Tyler Novak, Nicholas Olson, Amanda Oropesa, Brandon Parker, Armando Pera, Dante Paterna, Damaya Polk, Gavin Paul Welsh, Maria Perez, Hannah Pfeiffer, Nathaniel Phillips, Brandon Ratcliffe, Caitlin Reeves, Gabriel Renninger, Matthew Ravelis, Robert Royal, Nastasia Satchel, Bradley Schultes, Vincent Scarrato, Gavin Shields, Caitlin Skarupa, Thomas Stepney, Max Strout, Cyrus Tama Sabi, Ricky Templeton, Joseph Thorson, Carson Tillman, Jayana Trochet, Morgan Walsh, Aaron Walters, Madeline Watts, Tanaya Westcott, Vincheska Witten, Nicholas Wiggenhorn, Catherine Wilson, Kara Yaruso. Congratulations to all of our honorees. And at this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Dr. Gismondi, to present the President's Academic Excellence Awards.
I am honored to present this year's President's Academic Award to members in the class of 2020. The President's Award for Educational Excellence has been in existence since 1983. The award was established by the President and the U.S. Secretary of Education. The purpose of the award was to recognize those students who have met high academic standards through achievement and hard work. To be eligible, a student must earn a minimum of a weighted cumulative grade point average of 96 or higher, achieve a score of 150 or higher on their PSAT. Those students will receive a certificate signed by the President. This honor is a testament to your determination and commitment to excellence, and I hope you take pride in your accomplishments. Bassie Abbott, Jacqueline Accardi, Markayla Anderson, Haley Axelrod, Antonella Baggy, Audrey Bathurst, Madeline Beecroft, Jillian Bergen, Barry Black, Hannah Bonaventure, Allie Bradley, Mackenzie Bria, Brooklyn Castellano, Benjamin Chen, Jordan Connolly, Taylor Contarino, Madison Cortez, Sean Denny, Leanna Eggersons, Connor Fair, Gavin Gismondi, Alexis Hill, Sarah Hunley, Jordan Lindsay, Liam Livewell, Isabella Luciano, Caitlin McCormick, Kyle McCormick, Shane McDonald, Armando Para, Dante Paterna, Nathaniel Phillips, Caitlin Reeves, Gabriel Renninger, Matthew Ravelis, Bradley Schultes, Caitlin Skarupa, Morgan Walsh, Madeline Watts, Francesca Witten, Nicholas Wiggenhorn, Catherine Wilson, Kara Yaruso. Congratulations. And now let me send it back to Mrs. Clark.
Every year, we honor one senior in each content area discipline with a plaque for his or her overall achievement in that area of study. These students must have taken the most courses in these particular areas and also attain the highest weighted grade point average as well. To begin these very special honors, I would like to introduce our high school department chair for the Visual and Performing Arts Department, Mr. Thomas Kershaw.
Hello, I'm very happy to begin our Board of Education Award presentations. I have the honor of presenting 3 awards in the areas of art, vocal music, and instrumental music. I'd like to begin with the BOE Award for Art. Tonight, we are proud and honored in awarding the Board of Education Art Award to Ava Schoenlieber. Ava has received the highest marks in all the available high school art classes. She is a thoughtful and creative artist. Here are a few words about Ava from her art teacher, Mrs. Hallahan. This year's recipient of the Board of Education Art Award is going to a student who was in Art 3 when I started my career here at West Deptford High School. Now in Art 4, I've seen Ava grow as an artist as she was given artistic license to create a portfolio of her own work. Ava's theme for her senior portfolio is, "The oldest and strongest kind of fear is the fear of the unknown." Her talent in art is far more than the beauty of the final piece. Her artwork is a story that Ava can talk about for hours. She has the ability to make you feel connected to every piece of artwork she creates. I am confident that Ava will carry out her artistic pursuits in life. She is never seen without her sketchbook in tow, and her creativity never lacks. I'm excited to see what Ava does with her talent. The Fine Arts Department is honored to award Ava Schoenlieber with this year's BOE Award. Once again, we're proud and honored in awarding the Board of Education Art Award to Ava Schoenlieber. And now on to vocal music. The 2020 Board of Education Vocal Award is presented to Xaviel Mestras. Xaviel has been a joy to have here in the music department. Since his freshman year, he has been an amazing performer both in the classroom and on the stage. His vocal teacher, Mr. Yerkes, has this to say about Xaviel. Xaviel has been a part of the vocal music program since freshman year. He was part of the Madrigals, Concert Choir, and our spring musical productions. From day one, Xaviel was a dedicated member of the program. He was always looking for new opportunities and ways to improve his musicianship, and his hard work earned him a successful audition and acceptance into the All-South Jersey Chorus. In his senior year, Xaviel landed a lead role in the spring musical Spamalot. He was outstanding in his role and was a young leader among the cast. On a personal note, I've enjoyed watching him grow during his 4 years at West Deptford High School. Xaviel has grown into not only a fine musician, but an outstanding young man. Congratulations, Xaviel, on earning the Board of Education Award for Vocal Music. The Board of Education Award for the highest achievement in instrumental music goes to an incredibly talented and hardworking girl, Madeline Watts. Maddie Watts has emerged as an extraordinarily strong leader in our musical department. She has been a large part of our concert, jazz, and marching band programs. Maddie has been a 5-year member of our marching band, and for the past 2 years, she has served as a student officer. This year, Maddie helped lead our marching band to their 12th South Jersey Championship and our 9th Atlantic Coast Championship. She's an outstanding, dedicated musician who's contributed so much to our instrumental music program over her many years with us. She's earned straight A's and maintained a perfect 100 throughout her 4 years of symphonic band classes. Over her 4 years, she's really been a go-to person for our band program, always stepping forward when help is needed. She is kind but tough, caring but motivated, and a true inspiration to all of our instrumental music program, and she will be greatly missed. We want to wish Maddie the absolute best for all of her future endeavors. Once again, congratulations to Maddie Watts on earning the Board of Education Award for Achievement in Instrumental Music. I would now like to introduce and welcome our Health and Physical Education Department Chairman, Mr. Dixon.
Good evening. I'm Mark Dixon, the Department Chairperson for Health and Physical Education. This year's recipient of the Health and Physical Education Award is Brad Schultes. In Health and Physical Education, we have a very unique situation and a chance for our students to learn a wide variety of subject matter. We cover the ins and outs, rules and regulations of many different activities. We try to model and demonstrate many of the different skills needed to be successful. Sometimes the students pick up the skills and sometimes they don't. But we emphasize that it is the effort that truly counts. In health, we present the students driving tips, life-saving skills, and information on drug and alcohol, physical and emotional well-being, as well as family life. We hope this information helps them to make decisions that will lead to a full and happy life. Besides the obvious gym stuff, what people don't realize is that we are very cross-curricular in health and physical education. We enhance math skills, making sure students know how to keep proper score or knowing how to count the 4 laps of the track needed to complete a mile. Our students practice their language arts skills by communicating with teammates or making a solid argument due to a questionable call by an official. They learn history about games from ancient Greece to modern day times. We do have a unique situation that is a little different from the normal classroom setting. In that gym, we bring the entire student body together. Freshman, senior, athlete and not so athletic, academically high achieving and the academically challenged. The well-to-do student from an economically struggling family. The large, the small, the short, the tall, the number 1 ranked student, and the number 250. All together, a small microcosm of our world, our country, and our town. And we hope that through this, our students will learn lessons of life, such as cooperation, communication, community, to be open-minded, involvement, activism, and maybe a little empathy. Hopefully, they will learn all have different gifts. Some are very smart, some are athletic, some are creative and artful, some more mechanically inclined, but we all are valuable. These lessons, along with how and why we should keep ourselves healthy so that we all can enjoy a happy and healthy life, is what we hope you take away from our classes. So for having the proper uniform on, completing every warm-up with exercise with a smile, completing every marking period project on time, enthusiastically participating in every game, sport, or activity we have presented, for driving your way into our grade books, and for promising to give chest compressions, or at least call 911 if they are in an emergency situation. The person who has had the highest grade point average through 4 years of health and physical education, and who hopefully learned some of those other lessons, we award Brad Schultes the Board of Education Health and Physical Education Award for 2020. Congratulations, Brad. And now, Mr. Pat Rockwell.
Hello. This year's recipient of the Board of Education Award for Achievement in Social Studies, Gabriel Renninger, is a student who has achieved unmatched academic excellence within our department. He has taken a total of 5 courses, 2 of which were at the AP level, including AP European History and AP World History, all while never earning less than an A in any of these courses. Unfortunately, I did not have the pleasure of teaching Gabe, so I will relay what his teachers told me about him. First, Mrs. Everett, his teacher for U.S. History 1, said the following of Gabe. He's a quiet, polite, well-spoken young man who was always a hard worker and excelled in everything he did in my class. Next, Mrs. Valansky, his U.S. History 2 teacher, stated that he's a motivated young man who is truly dedicated to his schoolwork. Gabe is a very conscientious student who clearly takes pride in his work and always strives to do his best. It was an absolute pleasure to have Gabe in my class. Finally, Mr. Manser, who had Gabe as a student in 3 of his classrooms. Gabe was an outstanding student in world history, AP European History, and AP World History. He's a hard worker who is never afraid of taking on a challenge. He possesses great critical thinking, essay writing, and test-taking skills. In addition to his superior academic abilities, he was also congenial and well-mannered at all times. It's evident that all his teachers consider themselves fortunate to have had a young man of such ability, work ethic, and integrity in their classrooms over these past 4 years, and on behalf of the entire department, I wish to congratulate you, Gabe, on this accomplishment. It's my great honor and privilege to present the Social Studies Board of Education Award to Gabriel Renninger. And now to present the Board of Education Award for English, the head of the English Department, Karen Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Rockwell. Today I have the honor of presenting the Board of Education Award for Achievement in English. Most years going into award season, I have a pretty good sense of the 1 or 2 kids who will be at the top of the list mathematically for this award. This year it would have been impossible to narrow down the names that far as there are so many high-achieving, diligent, and dedicated students in this class. However, when the numbers were calculated, this year's awards winner was ahead of the rest of the class by a full percentage point and a half. This is no small achievement, but I get the sense this is far from the most impressive thing that Alexis Hill will go on to do. Alexis is intelligent, warm, and funny. She is well liked by her teachers and her peers. In AP English, Alexis composed powerful and concise essays that cut to the heart of our readings, writing that in Pride and Prejudice and also in life, ego can inevitably lead to an individual's downfall, and that in Things Fall Apart, the main character's fear of showing weakness caused him to destroy his relationships. She also penned a beautiful sonnet based on a T-Pain song. This is not meant to be a speech where I give advice about the future, and thank goodness for that. But if it were, I could once again turn to the writing of Alexis. While reading Macbeth, she was asked that, were it possible, would she want to know what her future held 10 or 20 years down the road? Her response was this: I believe life should be pursued one day at a time with long-term goals in mind. I would prefer to focus on the present rather than worrying about the future and how I can control it. I believe in going with the flow and letting events happen naturally. Seeing my future would cause me to avoid mistakes and negative events that I may learn from. While I may not be able to see into the future, I know that with her continued hard work and optimistic attitude, Alexis is going to achieve what she puts her mind towards and push those around her to do the same. On behalf of the entire English department, I would like to congratulate Alexis on this and her many other accomplishments and thank her for bringing her positive light into our classrooms. Next, I would like to introduce everyone's favorite math department chair, Mr. Seeley.
The 2020 Board of Education Award winner for mathematics is awarded to a student whose success in the subject is matched by their diligence, their thoughtfulness, and their compassion. Not only were they incredibly successful in their studies, as evidenced by year-end grades of 100, 100, 97, 98, 99, and 96 in the 6 courses they have taken in our department, 3 at the AP level, but this was matched with the way they handled themselves and the way in which they treated their classmates. It is truly an honor to recognize Armando Parra for this award. I was fortunate enough to meet Armando the first day he attended WDHS, at the beginning of his sophomore year after transferring from Texas. He was enrolled in AP Computer Science Principles, a course full of basics that was probably a bit too easy for him, considering he had completed a course in computer programming and software engineering at his previous school. Despite at times being the most knowledgeable person in the room, myself included, Armando never seemed bored or frustrated, instead establishing himself as one of the most helpful students I have had the pleasure to teach, asking thought-provoking questions and assisting classmates without ever simply telling them what he already knew. This is echoed by his other math teachers, who describe Armando as a caring, inclusive leader with exceptional character. Combine these traits with a propensity for hard work and a meticulous attention to detail, and there is no surprise to find him here at the top of the class. Next year, Armando will be attending Drexel University and studying computer science. I'm sure he will bring the same enthusiasm and studiousness that brought him success here. With a combined weighted mathematics average of 110.3929762%, congratulations to the recipient of the 2020 Board of Education Award for Achievement in Mathematics, Mr. Armando Parra. Congratulations. Next, please welcome our wonderful World Language Department Chairperson, Mrs. Christy Gleason.
The recipient of this year's French Board of Education Award is Jillian Bergen. Jill has taken French classes since freshman year, and this year she excelled in her Honors French 4 class. She's the epitome of a hard-working, dedicated student. Mrs. Cheperniak has known her since she had her as a student in French 1, and Jill has always demonstrated the same commitment to excellence. She takes her studies seriously and always strives to do her best. She works hard to achieve her goals and makes the most of every educational and extracurricular opportunity that's presented to her. Not only did Jill choose to continue studying French far past the required 2 years, but she also took on a leadership role this year as Secretary of the World Language Honor Society. In this role, she ensured that the club was running smoothly by regularly turning in monthly reports and by planning club meetings and events. Jill should be very proud of her achievement in French at West Deptford High School. Learning a new language is not an easy task, but she met the challenge with discipline and enthusiasm. I'm sure that she has a very bright future ahead, and I wish her much success and happiness. On behalf of Madame Cheperniak and the World Language Department, it is my honor to present this year's Board of Education French Award to Jillian Bergen. Congratulations, Jill. The recipient of the Board of Education Spanish Award is Nicholas Wiggenhorn. One word that describes Nick is dedicated. He has given his best effort every day from the first day of class until the very last. Mrs. Izzo first had the pleasure of teaching Nick in Honors Spanish 3. Being one of the few students that took on Spanish in 8th grade, he was one of the youngest students in that class and also one of the highest achieving. It was his positive attitude and hard work ethic that made him stand out. His dedication to learning Spanish was even more evident the following year when his rigorous course load at the high school did not allow him to fit Spanish into his schedule. This did not deter Nick from continuing on with his goals. He enrolled in online Spanish during his junior year and was able to keep his skills up and take AP Spanish this year. This is no small feat. As we know now better than ever before, remote learning is not easy. Both before and after transitioning to remote learning, Nick's dedication to learning Spanish has exceeded all of Ms. Izzo's already high expectations. This year in AP Spanish, it was obvious from the first day of class that Nick was ready for the challenge. He was ready each day to do whatever was needed to keep up with his classmates, most of whom had taken the prerequisite classes at the high school, not online, or they were heritage speakers of the language. What made Nick stand out was his curiosity about learning the language and his fearlessness to use it. He was always making a tremendous effort to communicate in Spanish, sharing his opinions in class, discussions, and contributing in a positive way. He takes the initiative to lead class in a way that makes his classmates feel at ease enough to join him in conversation. Nick has a calm about him in class and makes speaking another language look easy. Perhaps it's due to his humble personality and his natural willingness to do everything with 100% effort. Most recently, while in quarantine, he has enjoyed teaching Spanish to his younger brother. This is wonderful in so many ways, but mostly he has demonstrated the enduring nature that true learning has. Nick is using what he has learned to teach, communicate, and connect with others. This is true learning and understanding at its best. On behalf of Senora Izzo and the World Language Department, congratulations, Nick. You're very deserving of this honor. And now, Mr. Kirshner will present the Applied Technology Awards.
Thank you to the West Deptford Board of Education for allowing me to present Ian Bright with the Honorable Award in Business Education. Ms. Newman has passed on some words to share regarding Ian's success. Within the business education program, Ian has taken an astounding 7 courses and has excelled in each. Respectively, he has been a model student in all courses and has demonstrated a keen sense of business world concepts. He not only possesses the knowledge, but also problem-solving skills, communication skills, and a creative approach to project execution and marketing. This year specifically, within logistics, he shined as a presenter and public speaker. Ian truly brings light and enthusiasm into the classroom. From our detail-oriented accounting class to our creative and exciting sports and entertainment marketing. His kind heart and passion for business will lead him to an exciting and successful future. It has been an honor to teach Ian throughout his academic career and to see his growth. Congratulations, Ian. Every student has their own talents and strengths. Some are strong in math and science, while others shine in the arts. Barry Black excels in all those areas, and I am proud to say he is our Applied Technology Board of Education Award recipient. Barry has taken 5 courses in Applied Tech, and if you include an unofficial Video 3 class, he would have been 6. Barry enrolled in Exploring Engineering 1 this year and immediately excelled at programming. So much so that Mr. Pusey had to always modify his assignments to make it more difficult and challenging for him. Mr. Pusey also stated that he was so impressed with Barry's early success in the course that he encouraged him to simultaneously take Exploring Engineering 2, a task never undertaken before by any student. His success in engineering classes has taken Barry and his team to compete and earn first place in the Greater Philadelphia Sea Glide Challenge sponsored by the U.S. Navy. Not only is Mr. Pusey impressed by Barry's work ethic, drive, and intellectual curiosity, I am as well. I've had Barry in the video program for 3 years now and can easily say he is one of the brightest, professional, and most dependable students I have ever had. Barry absolutely ran our morning news program the last 2 years. His technical ability, as well as his calm demeanor to problem solve issues that come up in live broadcasts, are amazing to see in action. While I'm running around trying to figure out problems with 30 seconds to air and basically panicking, Barry always stays calm and cool and just figures it out. He is amazing, and I will miss him dearly. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. He plans on pursuing a naval career and has already been accepted into their elite nuclear engineering school. We are all very excited to hear about Barry's journey as he enters our military. So on behalf of the Applied Technology Department and the West Deptford Board of Education, we are very proud to have Barry Black represent us for this prestigious award. And now to the one and only Mr. Pusty, our Science Department Chair.
Good evening. I can fondly remember my spring breaks while in 6th through 8th grades. On some beautiful sunny days, I worked on my science fair project at my kitchen table. I like science. I did not understand it, but it seemed fascinating. One project was a lunar eclipse I constructed using a poster board with construction paper cutouts of the sun, earth, and moon. Another project was acid and bases. Again, another poster board. It looked shabby. My sources of information were an encyclopedia and a book from my town's public library. I did experiments with lemon juice, vinegar, and potatoes. Somehow, I got my hands on some litmus paper. I made some progress and a mess. I thought I was able to neutralize an acid and a base, but I could not find any book which would explain what was happening. I prayed that the judges never asked me any questions. My teachers were good people, but science was a mystery to them as well. Class was simply writing down notes from the teacher and finding definitions of science terms. If you could regurgitate back the information, you got an A. My high school experience learning science was much the same. I am happy to announce the class of 2020's BOE Award for Science goes to Nathaniel Phillips. Nate is a lover of all science. I researched BOE awards going back 10 years, and there is no awardee who has taken AP Bio, AP Chemistry, and AP Physics 1. Mrs. Castone remarked that Nate really excelled at applying biology concepts to AP problem scenarios. Ms. Kuntz said he was especially adept at figuring out what was supposed to be happening during an experiment in a lab. And I was lucky enough this year to have Nate in AP Physics 1. During this COVID-19 time, we were able to dialogue back and forth about homework problems a couple of times each week. Sometimes frustrating for him, he always figured out the solution. I look forward to these interactions. Since Nate was always the first to try a homework assignment, his feedback really helped me plan the next day physics Zoom session. His other science teachers have remarked that he is quiet, but very articulate, bright, and always ready to assist struggling students. Besides taking those AP courses, he took 7 science courses total while at West Deptford, including CP Environmental Science, Honors Biology, CP Chemistry, and finally Honors Anatomy and Physiology, earning a 98% average. So what's up with Nate? Why take all these science courses in high school? Maybe he wants to be a physician, a biochemist, a chemical or biomedical engineer, a physical therapist, or a nurse. He has definitely taken the coursework. Oh yes, Nate's plan is to pursue a STEM career and one that will impact many lives. Nate aims to become a master teacher of science. The plan is to attend Rowan University and enroll in their BA-MST STEM program secondary education program. His hardest decision is to decide whether to major in biology, chemistry, or physics. This graduate would love to teach any of these subjects and can't see devoting himself to just one. My science colleagues and I are really proud and happy that Nate plans to become a science teacher. With people like Nate entering the profession, science teaching will be modernized and improved to something better than what students are experiencing today. My experience as a science student in elementary and high school and my struggles with learning science has motivated me to study different teaching methods and educational approaches. I am sure that our BOE selection will do the same. The book on how COVID-19 will affect science education has yet to be written. In 5 years, Nate will begin his career and have a hand in writing that book. What an opportunity to change K through 12 science education and improve the learning experience, so even more students feel they can do science. My department colleagues, Nate, recognize your commitment and success and wish you the very best. We know that you have the qualities to become an innovative, humble, and passionate science educator. On behalf of the West Deptford Science Department, it is my honor to congratulate the 2020 Board of Education Science Award recipient, Mr. Nathaniel Phillips. Thank you.
At this point in the program, we will now recognize those students who will graduate with top honors in the class of 2020. These students have achieved the honor of being recognized as the top 10% of their class. Each recipient will receive a certificate of achievement, a plaque, and a golden commencement cord. Those students are Bassie Abbott, Markayla Anderson, Haley Axelrod, Jillian Bergen, Sean Denny, Alexis Hill, Isabella Luciano, Caitlin McCormick, Kyle McCormick, Shane McDonald, Armando Pera, Dante Paterna, Gabriel Renninger, Bradley Schultes, Caitlin Skarupa, Madeline Watts, Nicholas Wiggenhorn, Kara Uruso. On behalf of the West Deptford High School administration, faculty, and staff, congratulations to the top 10% of the class. Now, to present the class of 2020 Salutatorian and Valedictorian, please welcome back Dr. Gismondi.
The salutatorian for the class of 2020 is Armando Para. Armando achieved this prestigious honor by his remarkable drive to succeed throughout his 3 years at West Deptford High School. He pursued one of the most rigorous academic programs, enrolling in 16 honors and advanced placement courses, and earned a 106.50 grade point average. As a result of his outstanding academic performance, Armando was inducted into the West Deptford High School chapter of National Honor Society. In addition, Armando earned the seal of biliteracy in Spanish this past year after passing the exam to show he is biliterate. Armando is a well-rounded individual, consistently earning A's in the high school's most difficult courses, while still finding time to participate in an array of activities in school and in the community. As a member of National Honor Society, Armando assisted in many service activities, including Operation Blessing, their biggest event of the year. In addition, he has been involved in Key Club and Spanish Club. Armando participated in many competitions with the Academic Challenge Club, the STEM Club, and computer science programming competitions. While in the STEM Club, he participated in the 2020 Greater Philadelphia Sea Guide Challenge hosted by Temple University. His team was awarded first place in excellence in circuitry and programming, and second place in vehicle performance, Tier 2, obstacle course competition. Armando fulfills his desire to help others not only by being an active member of Key Club and National Honor Society, but also by being an active member in his church. He volunteers at these weekly services and helps during special events. In addition, he participated in a mission trip to El Salvador last summer. While there, he helped serve the people of El Salvador and assisted with the construction, food distribution, and many other tasks. Armando's friendly demeanor, leadership ability, and academic achievements had earned him the respect of his peers and faculty alike. In the fall, Armando will attend Drexel University and will major in computer science. Congratulations to our 2020 salutatorian, Armando Para. The valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Alexis Hill. During her 4 years at West Deptford High School, Alexis pursued the most challenging academic program possible, including 18 honors and advanced placement courses. Alexis's incredible academic strengths are reflected in her GPA of a 107.39 on a 100-point scale, one of the highest GPAs recorded in West Deptford High School's history. Alexis has received numerous academic honors, including induction to the National Honor Society, where she also serves as this year's vice president, inducted into the World Language Honor Society, and principal's list for every marking period during her high school career. In fact, Alexis has never earned a grade less than an A throughout her educational career. In addition to her exceptional academic achievements, Alexis has found time to participate in a comprehensive array of extracurricular activities, including athletics, clubs, music, community service. Alexis stands out for her unselfish commitment to helping others in her school, local, and church communities. Most notably, Alexis has volunteered with the Tidewater Adaptive Aquatic Center as a swim coach for children with special needs. By taking a different abled approach, Alexis has developed individualized swim programs for each child based on their inherent strengths. She finds joy in swimming alongside each child to provide the support and encouragement they need. Alexis has also swum competitively both on West Deptford High School's varsity team, earning 4 varsity letters, and on the Greenfields and Tidewater Aquatics Club teams since she was 5 years old. If all of this was not enough, Alexis has played the clarinet in the high school's concert band and has distinguished herself as a talented musician by earning the Musicianship Award in 2019. In the fall, Alexis will attend DeSalle University on 4 distinct merit scholarships to pursue a Bachelor's of Science and a Master's of Science in Physician Assistant Studies in a 5-year accelerated program. Alexis's friendly and compassionate demeanor, along with her unmatched drive and determination, will be no doubt serve her well. While we'll miss her as an Eagle, we'll know her and her university to be one of the newest Bulldogs. We wish her much success and happiness in all her future endeavors. Congratulations to the valedictorian, Alexis Hill. Well, this concludes the 2020 Scholastic Honors Night. What a wonderful, wonderful way to celebrate everyone for your hard work and success. I'm very proud of everyone for all that you have done and are doing. This is a time to count our blessings for what we have done and not lament for what we don't. I do know that our entire faculty and staff has felt blessed to work with our students, your children, here at West Deptford High School. Special thanks for all of our staff members for videotaping themselves, and most importantly, Mr. Ray Kirshner for working endlessly in preparing all of our virtual ceremonies. For upcoming events, links will be added to the West Deptford High School homepage for our continuous week of celebrations. Please join us in recognizing our student athletes on Thursday, June 11th, and our Scholarship Awards evening on Monday, June 15th. Our final virtual celebration will happen on Tuesday, June 16th, with the virtual commencement ceremony honoring the class of 2020 as we bid them farewell from the halls of West Deptford High School as they prepare for the next phase of their lives. I'll see everyone soon. Have a great rest of the night.